Why are you worried? Is it the getting interviewed thing or the leaving Sydney in charge thing?
It's a throne only a sainted moron would rule from, but I am not, but a simple.
When did you become so concerned about my inner monologue?
After the monkey bars, but before we really became friends.
So, after hormones.
No, this was before hormones, but after basic empathy.
So, before you became a real human being, but after you understood what one was.
Before human, before understanding, after consciously thinking about it.
So right now time would be after thinking, after understanding.
Before understanding.
I think you have to understand what a person is before you become one. So this is it? She made us drive all the way to Stater?
Yeah, Stater Pond Bed and Breakfast.
Were you gonna say something?
I think we need a catchphrase for moments like this. You know, I was gonna bring it up next time we're at the...
Emerson?
I can't interview you, Wrenn.
The bastard sword fallout made it all the way to Stater.
Afraid so, but that's not why I can't interview you. The fact that your tentacle porno broke the brainiest part of the internet for a day actually makes you more interesting to people.
Thrilled to hear it.
Most writers I interview will do anything they can for visibility, so I already know their CV by the time they reach the tiny table.
Are you spelling tiny table with capital letters?
Focus! You're an impossible woman to internet stalk. Big journals send out form rejection letters, yet their masthead's personal junk is on the table like cold Brussels sprouts or a copy of Atlas Shrugged at a garage sale. The interviews write themselves. Your journal's all about the work.
So I'm keeping secret what you're rightfully trying to plagiarize.
You're a secret keeper, Wrenn. And you're deep. I need more than just breeze shooting over bagels.
What do you have in mind?
One of these cups is filled with vodka, the other water. I filled them myself. I want you to arrange them however you want without knowing where the vodka is, and then we'll both drink.
What if I get the vodka?
Then I get to watch you run your journal for the weekend. Not in a creepy way.
Well, thanks for adding that second part. Now it's not creepy at all.
We'll have time for an endearing repartee later. Are we doing this or what?
Alright. But if you get the vodka, you have to tell your readers exactly what happened at the tiny table today.
Deal.
Done. Now let's see who's right and who's mildly uncomfortable for a few seconds.
Hey, Nellie?
Titmouse! How are you?
Wait, do you think that's my actual name?
Nah, it's our in-joke girl.
Okay, well, it's not really an in-joke if the other person doesn't get it. In fact, if you're just saying something out loud and then laughing to yourself about it, it's not even a joke. More like a symptom.
Oh, bless. You sweet talk about as well as your chief of staff. What can I do for you, Sydney?
You've known Wrenn for a while. Has she mentioned her sister?
Oh, I see. You've heard something, and you don't want to risk one of those vapid, can't-be-unheard metaphors from Punter, yeah? Listen, Titmouse, Wrenn and Sig have their own language. To call it passive aggression would be an insult to every restaurant-goer who's ever spelled out, "I said no onions," using actual onions on their plate. Their communication is it's like spam, only less healthy and not FDA approved.
So don't get involved, basically.
You can do whatever you want, babe. But Wrenn will never do anything that she's uncomfortable with, and she's completely aware that we're all criticizing her for it. Take it from me. Ignore Wren's problems just like she does, and there will be joy.
I'm still trying to figure out whether you're the kind of person that put the vodka in front of me.
I don't know where the vodka is.
Right, but before you could arrange the cups, you had to first decide where you thought the vodka was. And then you had to figure out where you were going to place it. So you basically did the same work I'm doing right now.
really think I spent that much energy meditating on what kind of person you are? I figured you just spiked it both. I'm not driving.
You really don't care if a stranger spends a weekend behind your scenes?
This entire game is based on the fact that you've pigeonholed me into whatever stereotypes you have about introverts. Do you want me to gently analyze you while I'm a cartoon to you? Screw that. Drink.
You're bluffing.
Then walk away.
They're both water.
Come on.
I'm bad at people. So when I couldn't find out anything about you, I thought the only way I could get you to talk was to trick you into thinking you had to.
But I didn't have to. I could have just left.
But you wouldn't. Because you need to figure out the meaning of everything. Even a stupid little game. See? I can't make a good first impression to save my life.
You may want to consider tossing out the poison cup gag in the future.
You're right. They don't even serve alcohol here, so joke's on me. They're both water.
You're lying.
Okay, then take a sip. Ugh! Vodka.
Seriously.
You can't blame me for trying.
And here I was, ready to offer you the back seat.
Well, no, you don't have to. It's okay, though. I've got plenty to work with. Maybe I'll interview someone a little less interesting to fill in the blanks.
What's the damage?
Nothing.
Nothing? Victory for once? Alright. Good to go, Alice Monroe. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Any messages?
Totally not anything from your sister that I read and then marked as new before you came back.
This day just keeps getting better.
Ironic that the one time that you weren't here clicking refresh is when you got a message.
It's not irony. You keep saying that. That's not what that word means. Listen,
Yeah.
when Wrenn said this
Have
day
you ever
keeps
heard the
getting
Alanis
better,
Morissette song?
that's
No,
irony
Alanis
because she
Morissette
knows
is
that
like
you
right on
know
your
that
wedding
it's
day.
not
It's like
getting
free
better
ride
and
and
you know
you've
it's
already
getting
paid
worse,
and you...
Emerson, it's Wrenn Munsinger. I know what our agreement was, but if you still would like to come out here for a weekend, I'm interested.
Good thing these are both water.